Hey yo, this is going to be my about me video. I said I would do it a really long time ago, but then my computer fucked me over because I recorded it, and after about like a minute into the video, it started lagging, and it was absolutely horrible lag. Like, I couldn't even watch it, so I could not subject y'all to that awfulness. So I'm recording it again. Hopefully all of my answers are the same. My mind changes on a daily basis, so we'll see if this works out. I'm going to be talking about myself. It's kind of like a new followers introduction. All right, let's do this. First, I'm going to say a little bit about myself, like in general, just for kicks, I guess. So my name is Gabby, as most of y'all know. I am Tumblr user Erdnots, as in Erdnotrex and Erdnotgrunt, and Erdnotbakara. I used to be Shakarians because that's one of my OTPs. What else? Oh, I got to the Tumblr community, well, at least the Mass Effect Tumblr community. How long has it been? A few months, I think. Y'all welcomed me with open arms, and it was awesome because the last 2 times I've been on Tumblr, I've been on Tumblr a while, I was not as accepted, I guess. Maybe that's because I learned how to use Photoshop and make edits. Yeah, that's pretty much a general overview, I guess. So let's start with the questions. I'm going to be getting them off of my handy dandy phone, which I just got. How cute is it? Look at the little Gengar and the Haunter and the Ghastly. The first question is from an Anon, and they say, is there something you want to do before you die? If so, what is it? That's the first one. If you want to dye your hair a non-natural color, what would you dye it? And what is your type of guy? Okay, so the first one, is there something you want to do before you die? I guess that would be what I want to do with my life, kind of. I want to go to Africa, and I want to go to South America. I think I already know that, to research animals. Something that would be really cool is if I could go, like, in the Amazon and live with a tribe for a little bit. I think that would be really cool, and find a new species, because, you know, there's a lot of species in the Amazon that haven't been discovered. I would prefer finding a snake. I've been obsessed with snakes since I was yay high, which that means this big. So yeah, that would be really cool. So yeah, I guess that's what I want to do before I die. If I had to dye my hair a non-natural color, what color would I dye? I would dye it like a pastel blue, I guess. Probably not the whole hair, but most of it. Kind of like ombre it. I have ombre right now. I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, probably ombre it like a pastel blue, or I guess gunmetal blue. Yeah, that's what I would do. And then what is your type of guy? Aliens. I guess I think the biggest part is that he would have to have a good sense of humor, because I can't deal with people who don't make me laugh. I can't be friends with those people because all I do is laugh. That's literally like my life. I laugh. Yeah. Good sense of humor. I really do go for personalities. Like, this is a weird example, but the first time I played Dragon Age, the only reason I was attracted to Alistair was because of his personality. I did not even find him that attractive, which is saying something, but now I do. And yeah, personality, like a good personality. And then I guess the looks aspect would be pretty eyes, because I love pretty eyes. Good sense of humor, great personality, pretty eyes. Second question is from Skulls. Awesome art, by the way. I want to cry because it's so pretty. And it is, where are you from? I said this a few times, but since this is like a new follower introduction thing, I'll say it again. That would be Louisiana, so the US of A. Obviously I don't have an accent. I mean, I say y'all. I really think that's it. Okay, the next question is from an Anon, and they say, what are some of your favorite movies? That's the first one. And then, what do you like to eat? Second one. So from some of my favorite movies, I don't know if I've kind of said this a few times, but I'm a Disney freak, like genuine Disney freak. Um, I collect Disney stuff. I have all of the Disney VHS movies. I need to get them transferred over to DVD. I love going to Disney World. But yeah, going back to favorite movies, Pocahontas is one of my favorite movies of all time. One, partially because of that fact, and two, because she was like one of the only princesses I could actually relate to, because she looked like me. Like when my hair's straight, I kind of look like her. I've been her for Halloween once. Um, yeah, that's why I like her so much. And then the movie is just beautiful. It's a gorgeous movie. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's so pretty. Um, and then I just love the story, and I know a lot of people don't like it because it's not historically accurate, but I think that's the fun of it. And like, if you know what the accurate version is, I think you're okay. But if you don't, you go look that up. But yeah, I love that movie. And then what do I like to eat? Chocolate and sweets and yummy carbs. That's really it. I'll eat anything, actually. I really like fruit sometimes. It really depends on what I want to eat that day and what I feel like. It changes every single day, sometimes by the minute. Next question is from Tumblr user Garrus, but with two A's. And then I sent in two questions. Like part one is actual questions, and then the next one is like a scenario. So I'll answer the questions first, and then the first one is, what type of flowers would you use on your own personal flower crown? Which Mass Effect species are you most like? What's your favorite food when it's so hot that the grass is melting? Which music artists are you currently into are your favorites? So, the first one. What type of flowers would you use in your own personal flower crown? Sunflowers. It would just be a whole big thing of sunflowers. It would be awesome. I really love sunflowers. Like, if I get married, that will be in my bouquet. Just that. Which Mass Effect species am I most like? I want to say Krogan, but probably not. I couldn't last a day as a Krogan, I don't think. Definitely not a Turian, even though that'd be really cool. If I was a Turian, I would be like a Nyrene of sorts, I think, because I would not be able to stay in that hierarchy of craziness. Probably like Garrus too. I'd be a vigilante. I would not be an Asari, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see myself as an Asari. Not a Volus, hopefully. Vorcha. Can y'all see me as a Vorta? I think I'd probably be an Elcor. Probably. An Elcor. Can I be a Yogg? That would be cool. A Yogg. Yogg Gabby. What sleeps the most? That's what I would be. Can I be a Pyjack? I'll be a Pyjack. I am most like a Pyjack. What's your favorite food when it's so hot that the grass melts a lot down here. So that would have to be ice cream and hot tamales. That's a weird combination because one of them is spicy, hot. But yeah, I really love. I've been on a. Oh my god, I love hot tamales so much. And then ice cream because ice cream. Which music artists are you into or are your favorites? Okay, currently into everything. It really depends on the day. I've been listening to a lot of Bruno Mars, a lot of Maroon 5, Childish Gambino, and then Into Woods, like I said. I've been listening to that musical a lot. But I guess, okay, are your favorites? I'll say a few because I have a lot of favorites. Like, it's scary. Singers, I would have to say Bruno Mars is definitely up there. John Legend, Beyonce, Adele, Alicia Keys, Christina Aguilera, Jennifer Hudson, Amber Riley. There's a lot, guys. On the band's aspect, I'm more alternative. I have to say Panic! At the Disco, Fall Out Boy. That was like my middle schooler. I was obsessed with them. I actually dreamed about them today. But anyway, yeah, them. And then Maroon 5's a band. I don't know why I put them in singers, but yeah, I guess I have a lot of favorite artists because I listen to everything. When I say everything, everything except for country. And this is the second part of Garris's ask. It's a scenario. Mass Effect scenario. You are in the Silver Sun Strip, living out the Citadel DLC. Oh. Not Shepard, but you. You do, however, have all the knowledge of who will be there, so which character do you visit first? Probably Grunt, because I don't want him to get in trouble. And I know I'm not like Shepard, and I can't be like, he's in the Operation Fire Cobra Claw. I mean, I probably wouldn't be a Spectre either, so. But yeah, I'd probably go see Grunt and eat some noodles with him, because that'd be cool. And then I'd probably, I don't know, am I dating Garrus? That would be cool. If I was dating Garrus, then I could tango with him. That'd be nice. So Garrus, and then James, because James, I'd probably spot him on the strip somewhere and be like, hey there, good looking, how you doing? And then we'd flirt, and I would ravish him. Do you think you can crash Shepard's? Yeah, I can crash Shepard's party. If I was dating Garrus, hello. Grunt would know me, we'd be cool beans, and James would totally vouch for me because I ravished him. Maybe he wouldn't vouch for me then. So I think yes, possibly, maybe, depending on who the Shepard was. The next one is from Capable Major, and she says, where am I from? Which I already answered in the first part. Do you like it? Where do you want to go? Do I like it? I love living in Louisiana. I really do. We're a really unique state. Like, I know a lot of people don't think that. They just think we're hicks who like Mardi Gras and we eat alligator and possum, which we don't. I mean, okay, sometimes we eat alligator. I don't. But we don't eat possum. That's creepy. Then again, I don't live in the swamps. There are some people who live in the swamps and eat a lot of things. But I do like it. Like, our culture is so unique, and there's really nowhere in the world like it. Like, people try to copy it all the time. You'll see a bunch of, like, Louisiana seafood places and, like, other places in the south, and there's some places in the north, which is so weird, but they never get it right, and I think that's the beauty of Louisiana, that we're kind of like our own little country within the United States. It's really weird, like, because if you go somewhere else and then you come back down here, it's just a completely different place. Where do you want to go? Like I said in the first part, I said Africa and South America. So yeah, that's that question. Next question is, do you have any tattoos or piercings? Want any? I have uno tattoo and 4 piercings. The piercings are on my ears. I don't have earrings on right now, but I have 1, 2, and then 1, 2. My tattoo, let's see if I can show y'all. It's on my foot. So let's try this. Yeah, tattoo, Mickey. That was my tattoo. It hurt so bad. I'm obviously not very athletic. Used to be. Alright, and then this is the last question. It's from Myrison. I think that's how you say it. Myrison. Like my resin. Anyway. A question. Okay. What is the one characteristic you like about your favorite character? I'm assuming you're referring to Mass Effect. I don't know. So I'm gonna go with Mass Effect. My favorite character is Grunt, obviously. And I like him. I think my favorite thing I like about him and what kind of drew me to him was his... My webcam is a little bitch and just cut off on me, so sorry about that. Okay, so I was talking about Grunt and why he's my favorite character. And the one characteristic that I like about him, I have to say, what pulled me closer to him was what I like about him the most. I would have to say his childishness. Like, I know he's a full-grown Krogan, but he was implanted with all the memories from Okir. But I think what I love most about him is that he doesn't really know what to do with them. He just has them kind of floating around in his head at first, and he's like, well, I don't know what exactly to do with these. All I know is I'm supposed to fight and kill things, and that's really all I know. So he kind of emits this childishness because he doesn't really know what to do with his life. And I think that's really shown in Mass Effect 2 when you have to do the loyalty mission, because he has no idea what's going on with him, and he's kind of freaking out in his own way by hitting glass. He's kind of freaking out, and I think that's cute. I'm so weird. But yeah, I think that's pretty cute, because he's just trying to find his place in the world, and it's kind of difficult because he doesn't have a Krogan that he can look up to on the ship. And that's why I like the Rex Grunt dynamic so much, because he's like his daddy, and it's so cute. And I think in Mass Effect 2, you can see that growth in him because he's leading Arlott Company, and it's just, he's grown so much since you first met him on the ship, where all he knew was fight, kill, and that's pretty much it. And I think it shows his development because he's just older and he knows what he's doing now, and he has this personality, and it's just completely different. You can see the two different sides of Grunt. And I also like how they let him have a kind of a childhood by getting drunk and perusing the Citadel, and fucking shit up. But I really like the Grunt's childishness that he brings to the game. But yeah, guys, that's my About Me video. Yeah, I hope y'all liked that. I hope I answered questions that were confusing about me or that you wanted to know. Yeah, maybe I'll do one of these again. Maybe I won't. I don't know, I just wanted to make another video and tell y'all a little bit about myself. So, thank you very much, and I hope y'all have a fantastic time with y'all's lives right now. Deuces.